friends, welcome back to my another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the story, the solitary reaper means a girl which was there. Name the story, uh, the solitary reaper. Now we will talk about this story. What is the story? There was a poet who walks in the Scottish hills and sees and once upon a time there was a poet who walks in the hills of the Scottish hills, and he when and suddenly he sees a young Highland girl who was working alone in a field, and she was cutting. She cuts and ties. The work she does was she cuts and ties the grain with the sickle while singing sad songs. When William listens the song, which means the author of which the narrator of the story, William is the narrator of this story, William Wordsworth, and when he listened the sound of his songs, the sound fills the whole valley. The poets, the William stops to listen quietly. At an bushes, he stops to listen the song of the lady quietly, and he thinks her voice is better than a nightingale song in a desert or cuckoo birds call at the sea. Means his voice is better than the nightingale songs, and more better than the cuckoo birds. And he wonders that if the song is about old wars, lost love, or everyday pains like sadness or loss, she sings without stopping, bending over her work. The poet stands still, then walks upon a hill. Even after the sound fades, means the sound was coming. Uh, e- Even after the sound doesn't fades, means the sound was coming again and again. When he goes to the another hill after listening for the some time, and he thinks that if the girl was talking about the singing a song about the old wars, lost love, or everyday pains like stress, depressions, sadness, or loss, she that will be good for them. And she sings without stopping and bending over her work. The poet stands still, and then he walks up at a hill, and even after the sound doesn't fade, the song stays in his heart. Thus, William was very impressed with her voice. Now, in next year, the poet tell the Firstly, the poet tells us to look at a girl who was alone in the field, and she reaps the grain, and he used to tie the grain and cut the grain. He passes gently. She reaps and sings by herself, and she doesn't stop or pass gently, so you don't disturb her. Now, uh, then after that, she was cutting Miles Green and singing a sad tune. The deep valley was full of her sound, and uh, uh, the poet guesses the song's themes, means the theme of the song, and he thinks that maybe old sad events like battles or simple daily sorrows that happen again and again. He thinks the theme as this, and that no matters that the words are the she sings on the and or she sings on and on. The poet listens all the whole songs by very quietly and very disciplined way. He used to listen her songs. As he climbs the hill, he carries the music in his heart long after it goes. Means the music was still playing in his heart, and the music was very cute, very dazzling. That's why the music was playing very in his heart. Now, uh, why this happens means why the what's William loves this much this sang, because the William loves the nature and the real people, and he celebrates and this also poem, the poem also celebrates the rural life, and emotion and over fancy words, and how a small movement can feel big and eternal. Means the song has become a lovely part for him, and that was a very good part for the William Wordsworth. Now, I hope you understand what was the story of the solitary reaper. Now, we will talk about the questions which we had in our which we had in our book, which is the solitary reaper. Now, now, I will talk about the solitary reaper story. In the other questions of the story, the question is, who was the William Wordsworth? William Wordsworth was an Scottish person who was an story writer, and once upon a time he used to saw a girl alone in a field. He was singing songs and cutting the grains and tying them, and the song was heart touching to the narrator, which was the author of the story, the William Wordsworth. And William Wordsworth was very kind and very good person. So, and he was loved to know about the rural life and daily life pains, and he used to listen sad songs, which are very quiet and melodious, and valley which was there in the field, which where the field was located. The song was fulfilling the all valley with the ladies song, and the story, the William Wordsworth was enjoying to listen that. Now I hope you understand what was the story about, and if you understand, thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.